Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. I'm thrilled that we have Mauro here. He's counselor, couples counselor, and also an author. He owns a podcast. He's a public speaker, and he's calling us from down under in Australia, but originally from Italy. Mauro, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mauro, and as you say, I'm a couple counselor. So a counselor is a figure that is in Australia. I don't know if there is in the US, in Canada, in Europe. There is no counseling. Is a figure that help the psychologist to deal with the people have problem. So my job is working with couples they have struggled in their relationship, or people have struggled with relationship, for example, at work, with friends, or have they breakups, or they go through a moment in their life that are down in the relationships. I help them to figure out what is the next step. So it's like a psychologist, but with less power.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are the typical sort of struggles that your clients are going through that you can actually help them with?
Mm. Good question. Usually, couples come in with a problem of intimacy, connection, communication. Sometimes there is affairs involved. So sometimes they raised kids for 20 years, and the kids left the nest, and then they find each other and say, "Hey, what are we gonna do now?" Because for that 20 years we haven't talk about us. We don't know each other anymore. So what we going to do next? My job is help them to, if there is an affair, understand the affair, understand what's going on, understand if they really want to stay in the relationship, and help them to recreate a second marriage.
Yeah.
Like anything in life have an ending, and maybe sometime the first marriage died in some ways, and the second can be rebuilt. um, Other cases, well, if the couple has struggled to reconnect, I help them to understand why they get together in the first place, rebuild dreams and meaning in life, so and rebuild a relationship again. So this is what they do.
Great. And so, what about like if a couple sort of got a baby, for example, and wife is really stressed, and it's difficult, to manage this, then also husband is stressed because of the new situation and things like that. Is this something that you help as well with?
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, it doesn't matter what is the cause of the problem. Okay, it can be a kid, can be a financial problem, can be the problem is always between the relationship between the couple.
Yeah.
Okay, so my focus is always to the focus of the couple. Then, of course, if in this case the mother have other difficulty in the mental health, well, at that point I will suggest to see someone that specialize on that kind of treatment, because as a couple therapist I cannot work with only one client and then work with both of them. So my job is always to work with both of them. Then, if they want to have individual counseling, they're going to have individual counseling. Because sometimes the struggle that we have is not within our partner, but is within ourselves. So if we can figure out what's going on, I can help them to back together and to build the best life. And until now, I have to say 9 to 10 on my client are spot on. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. So you help them
Just nine.
actually overcome the problem. And
Yes.
do you think what is better? Is it to actually have to take a lot of pills or to do meditation?
In relationship, you need to organize a moment where you stop and talk with your partner. There is no meditation and there is no pill. If you meditate 24 hours a day, but you don't talk with your partner about the problem you don't going to solve it. The pills do not help you. Help build a moment where you can actually connect and you can actually share the fear, the dreams, what is missed. And this where I come in. If the couple cannot anymore talk about that, I can help them to have the conversation. For example, if me and you are together for 20 years, okay, and we had sex 3 years ago, okay, probably we lost the way to talk about that thing because maybe I was the one to approach you, you reject me. So many times at one point I just stop to try. Then if you try, I not understand if you want to or what I have to do. So you lose the connection and the talk about that point.
Yes.
So
So
this is for any section of the relationship.
absolutely. And what do you suggest in terms of the couples and with these sexual relationships and stuff? So, like, what's the best tip that you can give someone on how to actually organize themselves so they can talk about it?
You need to schedule time where you voluntarily, not casually, you must want to do that. There is three things I suggest to every couple. When you come back from work, the first things you do before to go in the toilet, before to go in the kitchen, before to hug your kids, you hug your partner. Doesn't matter what. You're tired, you're upset, your boss is being crazy, you're going to hug your partner.
This is so good. I'm gonna start doing this. This is so good. Well done.
Second, you're going to kiss your partner. And then don't have to be a flying kiss. Have to be a minimum between 6 and 8 second kiss.
Very good. Very good.
Then you spend 10 minutes to talk, 10 minutes. I didn't ask 20, half an hour. 10 minutes to sit with your partner and talk about your day. Asking questions as, how are you? How do you feel? How was at work? Do you want to share it with me? You don't have to answer. You don't have to fix it. You have to listen and connect to the other. And then you do vice versa, vice versa. You
Wow.
take turn.
Well,
That already
yeah.
fix a lot of things.
Yes, I can exactly see, how you can help people here because obviously those three steps they sound, sort of very easy, but the thing is basically, maybe we do it for 1 day, 2 days, and then third day something else happens and we don't do it. So maybe the consistency is missing. Maybe the other person is saying, "Oh, I don't want to talk about this." So I can see how you can actually help with this, and then once this consistency is built, there is more intimacy and also connection is bigger. So yeah, well done. Those are fantastic tips,
Mm,
and thank you for sharing that. So,
thanks.
so for example, like if someone actually wants to get in touch with you and find out a little bit more about you and everything, like how they can do that?
You can find myself. I have a podcast. It's called Progress Over Perfection, where I'm talking about relationship and conversation about relationship. So, for example, I talk about money and what are the conversation about money couples should have. What is the conversation about um, opening the relationship? Now is became such a fancy things. We open the relationship. Yeah, are you sure that you want to do that? Okay. Talk about that. Talk about food and what is the damage that bad food can do to the relationship. Um, when you feel that you're not good with your body because you eat bad, you don't feel sexy. And if you don't feel sexy, you don't like yourself. If you don't like yourself, you don't want to be intimate with your partner. And this is not only women, it's men too. So we talk about this. Otherwise, there is my website. It's called maurodaviddi.com, maurodaviddi.com. And you can find me, they can find me and ask me questions, send me email. Even if we cannot work together, I'll be very happy to answer them.
Oh, great, great. And I will share actually those links in the description of this video.
Thank
And
you.
then also in this podcast. So also something that you mentioned there, asking them, are they sure about this open relationship? And I hear this all the time now, like a lot of friends are talking about this. Like one friend, she was saying, yeah, she's like, decided with her boyfriend, they're going to have the open relationship and everything. And they're not together anymore, because open relationship, met someone else, and ciao. So
It happens.
yeah,
It happens.
exactly.
Uh, so the question is, do you think open relationship works? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the answer is for some people, yes, it works. For some people, not.
Mhm.
But the problem is in every kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Let's think that 50% of all relationship, and I think the number are higher, will end in divorce or separation. 50%.
Yeah. Huge number.
So huge number. Those 50%, if they have the conversation about what kind of relationship they have, because the good things about open relationship, I would never suggest to open relationship, as I would never suggest to anything that can hurt your relationship. If you're not sure, if you're going to do it because you're bored, it doesn't work. But if you and your wife really want to open a relationship, you want to explore because your kids are gone, your kids are outside the house, it's just you two, you want to spark yeah, let's do it. Let's do something. Why not? Why not? Why not try? But the conversation is why? Why you want to do that? Open relationship work as many times as a monogamous relationship works. There is no evidence that one works better than the other one. That is the point. But doesn't work for everybody. This is why people should talk with someone that can help them to do that step.
Yes. To help them understand what is the best really for them on a deeper level.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Wonderful. Mauro, so they can definitely talk to
Always.
you about this because this is very interesting subject. Probably a lot of people are actually thinking about that, but not talking as well. Something you mentioned about money, a lot of people in a relationship, they may be like hiding something. They don't want to be so open. They don't want to, there's like, this is also connected to the culture, how we were brought up, either to hide things or to be too open or whatever. But like in general, yeah, those are the things that are really helpful once they're cleared out. I can imagine how easy it becomes for people to actually breathe and how easy it is to become for people to actually function
Mm.
together in a relationship once these things are cleared out and set in a proper order. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Look, I was talking the other day. This just now a podcast. Like I'm talking with a psychologist. She works with people have BDSM lifestyle. No, couples they going through. They love to do the lifestyle, and she said that what is interesting that those people do BDSM because they do that kind of lifestyle. They need to talk about how much pain, what they like, what they don't like, how to stop, when to stop. The people actually live the lifestyle, they're happy to live the lifestyle. Their relationship actually stronger than many other relationships because they have to talk
Yeah.
about what they can and cannot do. Because there is the well-being of the person in line.
Yes.
So if I want to be spanked from you, okay, I have to tell you how hard, how soft, in what way, and I communicate properly. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, this can be
Very,
applied.
very,
Exactly.
yeah,
This can be applied to any part of the relationship as well, you know. So,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Because obviously, you know, people are in relationships, but some things are cool to be like to stay as a secret to a certain extent as well, as long as it's not probably hurting other person or, you know, as long as you're not doing anything against them. So, yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for being a guest today. Amazing show. I think we actually touched some of the really cool and interesting subjects, and I'm really looking forward to actually, you know, sort of hear more about what you do and everything. And as I mentioned, I'm going to share those links. And thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. And see you in the next episode.
Thank you. Bye.